Hi, this is Shashikumar from APIT Group India, and in today's video we will be discussing about the various initiatives that we APIT Group have taken with regard to food research. We will be talking to our scientist team of grain research scientists, food research scientists, and particularly we would be focusing on the discussion would focus on the rice research. The focus of this video is to ensure that the viewers are able to get expert opinion directly from our a team of scientists with regard to the latest research and development done with regard to rice research, grain research, and various other research with regard to dairy plant and also animal oil plant technology. So let's hear from our team. Hello. So this is our food research lab led by our principal scientist Dr. Pradeep.
Hello sir.
Hi. Ms. Divyashri. Hi. And Ms. Kavya. Hi. We have different samples here. We work on a lot of research driven process parameters being fine-tuned for the plants. So Dr. Pradeep will walk us through.
So welcome to our department. So here we do about the different aspects of paddy and rice. So we do the quality analysis pertaining to the physical properties as well as the chemical properties.
Okay.
So here we can see we do the assay of different chemical properties, that means the cooking properties.
Right.
Here you see individual the variety what we process between this steam, boiling or super aging. We do different parameters.
Okay.
So which dictates the quality of the work or the process what we do.
Right.
So here we do the chemical analysis which includes the cooking parameters, mainly the volume expansion, water uptake, elongation. Because for basmati if you take, elongation is a key criteria.
Absolutely.
And we do the aspects of aroma also for basmati. So you require both elongation as well as
Absolutely.
aroma.
Absolutely.
Yes. So both we will do.
Right.
So it is a predefined. So based on the customer requirement, we do the quality parameters.
So which means that the process parameters can be easily set through these research.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And if you are doing any R&D, for example, if you are doing any variety for the first time, so this will be very helpful because without knowing the quality of the rice, so you can't go with the process.
Absolutely.
So this will become a first point of contact for any rice miller who wants to do the milling as well as processing for the first time.
And Dr. Pradeep, how critical is it for the rice mill owners to set up an in-house R&D lab, grain research lab?
Yeah, definitely. If you come to the export quality, so it is a must. But we tell our customers who are in the domestic level also to have a quality parameter set because that will add more advantage in terms of marketing. Because they can have a brand value. So that is very important.
Absolutely.
See, if you have 10 rice mills, but how you can differentiate with others? That will come when you have the quality aspects.
Absolutely.
And you will have upper edge and you will have more clarity in your product.
Absolutely.
And you can fine tune. So that is very important. You are doing the process regular way, but always you can fine tune to whatever the quality you require.
Absolutely.
For the market. For example, if you take the rice miller, so his main criteria will be the color. Then second will be the milling quality. Okay. So you can fine tune in such a way that there is no compromise in the eating quality as well as the milling quality.
Absolutely.
Because based on the market potential, you can deliver the required parameters.
Yes.
So that will be very helpful in this area.
Absolutely. So Dr. Pradeep, you mentioned about the different colors.
Yes.
And if you can walk us through, some of the samples.
So
and
here APIT provides majorly 6 colors. So it's starting from super white, white, cream, pale yellow, amber yellow and golden yellow.
Okay.
So if you see the color value or we conventionally call it as ket value. So that is very important for a rice miller. So these are the standard 6 colors what we give. But based on the variety and the process, the color value varies between these 6 colors.
Right.
So prominently from super white till the golden yellow, you have the range.
Okay.
So if I want to tell in detail,
right.
So the color value ranges between 0 to 100.
Right.
So 100 means the whitest.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And 0 is the dark. So it varies between the process to process.
Okay. So for the curiosity of for the benefit of viewers, usually it's seen that people prefer white rice. Whiter the rice, they like to buy white colored rice.
Correct.
But from a research expert's point of view, how does the nutritional value differ as the color varies?
So what we are telling in this perspective is, so greater the milling color, that means more the whiteness, less is the nutritional value.
Okay.
More is the eating quality.
Okay.
So it is vice versa.
Okay.
So if you want better eating quality, you have to compromise with the nutrition.
Okay.
So what we recommend is optimal milling. That
Right.
means
Right.
the milling should be in such a way that you should not have zero nutrition.
Right.
So you should have optimal nutrition.
Okay.
At the same time, you should have better eating quality.
So, which means that the APIT technology, the APIT state-of-the-art technology that we provide, it balances this.
Yes.
Okay.
It balances, and we have a process where the nutrition preservation is at the maximum.
Okay.
Yes. And we recommend minimum polishing.
Okay.
So that we don't want to compromise with the eating quality, because the end consumer, so they are mainly focused on eating quality.
Right.
But they are neglecting the nutritional value.
Right.
So both should go in hand.
Right.
So that's why what we are doing is we are telling our rice millers to go with the optimum milling.
Okay. Understood.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And like we say that parboiling plant is heart of any rice mill.
Correct.
So why do we say that? Your expert opinion.
See,
Yeah.
parboiling was mainly coined to reduce the milling percentage, or
Right.
to maximize the milling percentage, to reduce the broken percentage.
Got it.
So what we are doing is we are pre-cooking the paddy.
Right.
So that is called as parboiling. So it is partially boiling the paddy at the paddy stage.
Right.
So that there is a cementing activity which is going on during the process.
Right.
So that will directly influence the milling quality.
Right. Right.
Yes. So there are natural cracks in the grain
Right.
that are healed during this parboiling.
Right. Right.
So by this, what we can achieve is we can achieve the maximum milling percentage. That means the
Right.
percentage of brokens will be drastically reduced.
Right. Right.
So that will influence the rice miller.
Right.
And one more thing is, by this cementing activity or the parboiling process, we can extend the shelf life
Right.
of the grain, so that we can store it for a maximum period of time
Right.
without the infestation with the microorganisms or the
Understood.
rodents
Pests.
or
Pests.
any other pests.
Okay.
So that is those are the two major criteria why we go for parboiling.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So which means nutrition and overall milling quality, less broken.
Yes.
So it's said in the market that APIT technology is the best because of the very, very less broken percentage.
Yes.
So how do we achieve that? Let's say does research have a major role in?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. See, if you see the criteria for any rice mill,
Right.
so he will not procure paddy from single area. So he will have multiple points where
Right.
he will collect the paddy.
Right.
But if you see the pre-harvest scenario, so based on the season and based on the paddy, the cultivation. So we have two seasons. One is Kharif and one is Rabi.
Right.
So the overall quality of paddy is dependent on these two seasons.
Right.
So what happens is, in a particular area, there is a characteristics for a particular variety.
Right.
It may not be the same for other area also.
Right.
So this lab, what we particularly do is we give the characteristics of the paddy. So it may be before processing also.
Okay.
So once the paddy is harvested, we give them the milling profile of the harvested paddy.
Okay.
So that will become very handy for a rice miller.
Okay.
So that he can choose from which area if he buys the paddy.
Right.
So that will have minimum infestation,
Okay.
maximum yield of the
Right.
milled rice.
Okay. Understood.
So that is the major point.
Okay.
So before processing also and after processing also and before packaging also,
Okay.
we can give end-to-end solution.
Perfect. When the paddy is procured, there is mix of various varieties as well many a times.
Yes.
Right. So that is factored in during your research here, sir?
Yes, it is mainly on the customer scope. If you want, for example, if he has a international market, so definitely he has to go for initially screening of all these things, and then he has to go for a process.
Right.
So because you know that in the international market,
right.
so quality is mainly based on parameters for paddy first, and then processing, then what do you call
consumer.
End consumer.
Right.
So these three categories are handled at the rice mill, and in any of these, if there is defect, so that will what do you call impede on the quality,
the overall quality,
and then directly it will affect the marketing.
Yes.
So
business.
what we recommend is, so initially from the procurement till the packaging, so he has to have full control over the process, and he should know he should have a database from where he is collecting the paddy, and how he is procuring, and what is the quality of the paddy. So based on the input paddy parameters, we will decide the end.
Understood. So for example, Dr. Pradeep, let's say if this is the pale yellow or amber yellow type of rice which a customer wants, then you can actually kind of back engineer and give the process parameters to them, and so it is fed in our automation system, the APIT automation system, and it's a seamless operation.
Yes, we call it as recipe intelligence.
Right.
So for the recipe intelligence, we require first thing is the variety.
Right.
So which variety of paddy we are using. Second thing is the age of the paddy.
Right.
So rice is the only grain which can mature.
Right.
During the aging process.
Right.
That means once the paddy is harvested, till it is consumed, it goes through a process called aging.
Right.
So at particular aging time for a particular variety, so what is the process is required for attaining this particular color is already predefined.
Super.
So we have a recipe for individual variety for individual age. That means whether it is 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 1 year. So based on that, we give the recipe intelligence for a rice miller.
Okay.
So that will decide the quality as well as the color parameters.
Amazing. So it's so interesting to know the kind of research that you're doing here. It's amazing value that you're adding to the overall value chain and ecosystem. So also, Dr. Pradeep, while I'm glancing through here, I see that there are a few flaked rice and puffed rice that you have done as a research, as part of your research. Very curious, because these are some of the things, upcoming products that we want to start in geographies like Africa and Central America and all. So if you can throw more light on this, please.
APIT not only caters the need of the rice miller in terms of steamed rice, parboiled rice, or super aged rice. So we give specialty solutions for our products as well. See, here you can see we have a popular product called murmura. So this is also a processed paddy. And here we have the
flaked rice.
So here, particularly why I have given this one design is, so here we have the pigmented rice. So this is a normal rice, but the nutrition in this particular pigmented rice poha is very good for health. So that's why we claim that
nutritionally this is superior.
Nutritionally superior, and it will add more bulk to the food. That means the digestion wise, and if you are a diabetic person, so you can we tell them to consume the pigmented rice. See, here also you can see we have processed the pigmented rice. That means from paddy. Then this is dehusked one, and this is parboiled one. But what we are consuming is the white rice. So it has no nutrition. But only the eating quality is better. But what we recommend to our customer is, so with the eating quality, you should have better nutrition profile also. So you have to inculcate more pigmented rice in your diet. So that will be very good for your health in a long period of time.
So when we talk about nutrition in rice, Dr. Pradeep, so what are the predominant nutrients that we find in a rice? So actually, let's say parboiled rice.
Yes, actually what we do during parboiling is we are pushing the nutrients and the phytochemicals.
Right.
So it may be the pigmented color. See here you can see after parboiling. So what happens is during the soaking process.
Right.
So the color of the bran will go inside.
Right.
So with the color we have the vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
Which go inside the grain.
Okay.
Or what we can tell is after parboiling, during milling, so you can't remove 100% of the bran.
Right.
That means bran retention is there.
Right.
When bran retention is there, we have the fibers
Right.
within that.
Right.
And we can have more proteins
Right.
in the
Bran.
pigmented rice
Okay. Understood.
rather than the white rice.
Right. Right.
So what we tell is, so by this using the pigmented rice, so there is what we call nutri-lock, which is happening to the grain.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood. Okay. So predominantly, it's the nutrition would be with regard to protein, and few
fats,
micronutrients, fibers,
yes, vitamins and minerals.
minerals. Okay, vitamins.
And it varies from rice to rice.
Okay.
Variety to variety.
Okay. So, as they say, parboiled rice, is it nutritionally superior than steamed and raw rice?
Definitely.
Okay.
Because as you can see here, after processing also, after milling also, you can't remove 100% of bran.
Right.
And this will add more bulk to the food. That means the fiber content will be there.
Okay.
With the vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
So that is very good for health.
Okay.
Means for digestion it will take longer time when compared
Right.
to normal minerals.
Understood. Understood. And also, Dr. Prasad, they say that the way you cook your rice can also have an impact on your overall health, especially with regard to the diabetes.
Yes. Yes.
So how does it differ?
If you take the traditional process means for eating, what we were doing is, so we were putting a spoon of ghee.
Okay.
So on our plate.
Right.
So before having any curry for that. So this it is a traditional way of reducing the glucose load to the blood.
Okay.
So what happens is the ghee actually it is a very good fat.
Okay.
Ghee.
Clarified butter.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happens is it will coat on the surface of the rice.
Right.
And instead of having the digestion is delayed due to that. So this is one of the process.
Okay.
And if you take the parboiled rice, here what happens is we have cooked the rice before it has been during the process we have already cooked.
Okay.
So this will harden the grain.
Right.
And it will delay the absorption
Okay.
or digestion.
Understood.
So there is a partial or systematic release of glucose to the bloodstream.
Okay.
So thereby it will help the diabetic people to have a diet which does not spike the blood sugar level. So that is very important. So
Understood.
we recommend for diabetic people to have parboiled rice in their diet.
Parboiled rice, and also as you rightly mentioned, it also depends on the way you cook as well.
Definitely.
So they should keep these points in mind,
Sure,
like
yes.
adding a bit of oil or clarified butter,
Correct.
that is ghee, while
So that will
consuming.
coat on the surface of the
Right.
cooked rice,
Right.
and thereby it will reduce the
Release of
Yes.
okay glucose. Yeah, that's wonderful.
We do give solutions for the, as you told.
Right.
So we give solutions for the preparation of products.
Okay.
And with the same line, what we do the parboiling, with the same line they can add this product development as well.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we give complete solution,
Okay.
and we provide the lab solution also.
Super.
For whoever requires a state of the art rice mill.
Right.
Yes. So we provide the entire manpower training.
Okay.
We provide the infrastructure. We provide the sophisticated instruments.
Okay.
And we give training for the rice mill owners also.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So you help to set up the R&D lab,
Yes.
the research and development lab, and also you handhold them to actually ensure that it is operational fully.
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's nice. And you're providing R&D as a consulting
Correct.
to the customer. It is a tremendous USP, because I'm not sure about any other company who's doing this, because this is actually that cutting edge which would help any rice mill owner thrive in the market. That's really nice to know.
Because if you see that rice miller will be handling more than 4 to 5 varieties
Right.
per year.
Right.
So for him, quality is very important.
Yes.
So without compromising with the quality, with the different varieties
Right.
and with different seasons, it is actually challenging.
Right.
So we can't rely only on the operator.
Right.
So it should be automated.
Right.
So what APIT recommends is you should have an automated system
Right.
where based on the recipe you can just select the variety
Right.
and we go with the process.
Understood.
So that across the batches you
Yes.
will not get any single variety.
Inconsistency. Yes.
So maximum to maximum what you can do is you can upgrade it also.
Difference the way you conduct R&D for aromatic rice.
Yes. So those comes in the specialty rice.
Okay.
So aromatic rice, you know that there is a major challenge of milling.
Right.
Because as the length of the grain is high, so there are chances that the grain will get
Crack.
more broken.
Right. Right.
Okay. So to avoid that, we have a special process at APIT. So by which we can reduce the broken percentage, or you can increase the milling.
Right.
One thing. And we have a solution where during the process what happens, the aroma is lost.
Right.
So if you take practically few varieties, if you take from the market, though it looks great, but once you cook, the aroma will be lost.
Right.
So you will not enjoy the aroma.
Right.
So for this aroma lock, we have a technology at APIT. So by this we can ensure that the maximum aroma which is there in the grain is not lost.
Okay.
So by this what happens, you can have double advantage.
Okay.
You will have more milling percentage and you will have more aroma which is present after milling, after processing.
Okay.
After processing and after milling. Because as you know, bran is the major criteria which holds the aroma.
Right.
Okay. So by employing APIT technology, so you can have this aroma lock after milling also.
Okay.
So that is the major advantage.
That's wonderful.
Yes. And based on the variety, because aromatic rice, there are a range of rice varieties.
Right.
So across the variety, we have a specialized process. So for each variety, we have a different process.
Right. Right. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, with regard to other research and development initiatives that you have taken, would you like to throw some light on that?
Yes. So what we are doing at APIT after this initial whatever we are giving is, so we are coming up with eco-friendly methodologies.
Okay.
And we want to drastically reduce the manpower,
Right.
the energy,
Right.
and we want to improve the market potential of the rice miller.
Right.
So in this context, we have 3 to 4 projects which are running, and shortly we will update, and we will be releasing shortly to the market.
Right.
So 4 to 5 projects are in pipeline.
Okay.
So within this year, so we want to give it to our rice millers.
As our founder directors, Mr. Shashikumar Thimmaiah, whom we call Rice Doctor very fondly, and our technical director, Mr. Sridhar Nagalpur. So as our founder directors, they say there is so much to learn from a single grain of rice, right? Because if it's not broken, if it is fully intact, only then it lands on our plate. So that with regard to the perseverance and all, there's so much to learn from.
We call it as journey.
Yes.
Journey of rice.
Right.
From what do you call it? Germination till we consume.
Right.
So there are a lot of work or a lot of process which are going on.
Right.
And the grain should be intact at each and every process. So it is more of physical for a grain to handle. But we are fortunate enough. So from decades, we have got a technology and we are upgrading it to the next level. Where we want to, for the mankind, we want to have a better scope for the rice milling. Because there is a myth that if you consume rice, so that will add more to the diabetic people. So it is not so. So what we recommend is how much you eat, how you eat, and how you assimilate it. So these three are very important. So you have to eat how much you can digest.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I remember one wonderful video that our founder director, Mr. Shashikumar Thimmaiah. In the description of this video, I'll be mentioning the link for that video so that viewers can watch that video as well.
I suggest have better insights in that video.
Absolutely.
Yes, and we have a detailed information.
Right. Yes. So, Dr. Pradeep, as a team, we are also working on R&D for dairy plant technology and also edible oil plant technology. So, few insights, brief insights, maybe anything that you would want to add to it?
Yes, actually, in the dairy technology, what we are coming up with, there is a need that we want to have a process. So already we have a process, but we want to have a complete automation for that, end to end. And the initial parameters for dairy, so the fat content, and we can diversify for a particular segment of people. So that is need of the hour. So in that direction we are doing R&D. And for oil also. See, if you see the consumption of oil, there are different kinds of oil domestically. But we want to enhance the quality of oil. So not only purification. Purification is a must. But during purification, the natural elements which are there in the oil, we want to retain. So in that direction we are moving forward. And we will be in the next phase. We will be bringing out products.
Wonderful, wonderful. So for the benefit of viewers, I would also want to mention about the wonderful research that Dr. Pradeep's lab has been doing with regard to dairy plant technology, wherein we are doing a very, very niche kind of research work with regard to yogurt processing, wherein different flavor mixing for different flavors of yogurt. So all those things Dr. Pradeep's lab is doing, and he's very modest and humble. He doesn't talk much about his achievements, but wonderful work with regard to that, Dr. Pradeep.
And also, one more thing I want to add.
Sure.
So you were talking about the yogurt. So what we want to do is we want to balance the gut. So that is very important in this modern world, because everybody is behind food. So they want to consume food, but what kind of food they are consuming is very challenging. And we want to preserve the gut health. So in that direction, so APIT is bringing up the new products which will help to improve the immunity of the person.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So overall, I can sum it up as, our APIT technology ensures healthy food, or when someone is using our technology, it ensures healthy food, affordable. Healthy, I mean nutritious, affordable, cost effective, and hygienic. Wonderful, wonderful. And you were mentioning about this edible oil. So edible oil, I think we are focused as of now on rice bran oil and soya oil, and I think we are also coming up with few other initiatives with regard to other segments of edible oil as well. Okay, that's wonderful. And Dr. Pradeep, with regard to sorting of fruits, and with regard to ketchup making, the tomato sauce making, jam making and all. So with regard to research and development for that you've been doing, so is it very complex, or it's like similar to, just out of curiosity I'm asking, the R&D, is it very complex or pretty similar to the...
No, actually the process is little bit complex, but thanks to our APIT automation, we are simplifying the technology, and for a need of the customer, so we are tailor making it. So based on the customer preference, so what kind of means in what direction they want to bring the product, in that direction without compromising with the cost. So we are giving a superior technology for that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And most of the things what we do is preservation of nutrients. Shelf life is very important.
Absolutely.
So for jams, so we want to have a product which has more shelf life. Natural. Yes, without adding any chemical.
Absolutely, because the buzzword in the market is avoid, processed food. So at the same time, we want to ensure that practically there is processed food that we consume. Practically, it's not possible to always avoid it, but however, to whatever extent possible, how healthy can we ensure it is, the processed food that we are consuming. So in that way, we are contributing to making that processed food a lot more healthier. Wonderful, wonderful. So I think
for every segment of the thing.
Okay, that's wonderful. So I think going forward, we'll be sharing more details and insights with regard to this as the research work progresses, right, Dr. Pradeep?
Yes, wonderful. Sure. We will update you shortly of the various products what we are doing R&D, and it will be in the next phase of production.
Right. So I must say, for the benefit of viewers, for the information of viewers, that this research and development facility of APIT, it is adding immense value to not only for our customers in India, but our customers in Africa, especially, there are many customers in Nigeria. They are very, very happy with the kind of research driven technology that we are offering them. So,
and we are ready to take any challenge.
Right.
In terms of processing, not only for paddy, but any cereal grain for that matter, birds,
right,
or any confectionery.
Right.
So we will take the opportunity, and from our side we will give the best results.
Right. And you also have mentioned that you would be giving consulting to set up R&D lab.
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Pradeep. It was
Welcome,
wonderful
sir.
meeting you and your team. Thank you. Thank you so
Same here.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.